Hey, what is up guys? So we're going to be going over the new support for the new Cyber Angels. But anyways, I got a replay that I can share with you guys so you can see them in action. It's going to really show off that heal up ability that the new Cyber Angel Nastasia has. Anyways, Nastasia? Maybe that's how it's pronounced, but anyways, first off, yeah, let's go over the card effects and then we'll show them in action. So first off, we have the Machine Angel Absolute Ritual. Now they do look very similar, so if you guys are watching some of the replays, at first I was like, wait, is this the same one? There is an anime version of the card as well, but yeah, let's go ahead and check out the new card. So anyways, this can be used to ritual summon any Cyber Angel ritual monster. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field or shuffle fairy and or warrior monsters from your graveyard into the deck, whose levels exactly equal the level of the ritual monster you ritual summon. Now, I like the other card because if the light monster would be destroyed by battle by card effect, and this card's in the graveyard, you can banish this instead. So the other card kind of outclasses it, but it still has that ability to be warrior. So that's really cool. That maybe we'll get some other support that will be like a card where you can just send it to the graveyard, kind of like some of the other stuff we've had in other ritual decks that just search out a card like the Gishkis have. But if it's a warrior, that makes it really good. So we could be seeing some more support for this deck in the future that it's going to be warriors. Because as of right now, if you type in Cyber Angel, this is what we got on board right now. They're pretty much all fairies, as of, yeah, last time I checked they were all fairies. But yeah, this could just be just hinting us towards more support for this deck. But in addition to that, what makes the deck really good, and a lot of people are saying this is broken, this is going to be new Tier 1 Necros, a lot of people see it like this, it's because of this new card over here, the Cyber Angel Nastasia. Anyways, so you can ritual summon this card with the Machine Angel Ritual. Once printing, target one face-up monster you control, gain life points equal to half of its attack. When a ritual monster you control is targeted for an attack, you negate the attack. If this card is in your graveyard, you banish one Cyber Angel monster from your graveyard except for itself. Then target one monster your opponent controls, special summon this card if you do take control of that target. Forever! Not until the end phase, and you can do whatever you want to the monster. You can tribute it, you can synchro, you can exceed with it. There's no limits on this card as when it steals that monster. That is an insane effect. Not only does it come back, and it also negates attacks, it also takes control of another monster. That's crazy. You special summon it and you steal a monster. That's looking to be a really, really good effect. But we'll have to wait and see how meta that is. Now, I did say I got a replay for you guys so you guys can see it in action. And let's go ahead and check it out. So thanks CypherDrago Cecily over here for showing off this replay of it in action. Now, he's playing it with the Star Seraphs. But he's also playing the Herald of Perfection. It's a really good card just in general because everything's fairies anyways. And if you have that ability to steal a monster and then throw a Herald of Perfection on top of it, you're looking at like a very, very tough battle to lose. But nonetheless, I really want to show off the other effect that this offers because it does offer that ability to be able to heal. And that can be kind of good, especially when you're playing a deck that can run a lot of cards like Solemns that you have to pay life points. The other effect of it, stealing, that's a great effect, and I'm sure I'll get a lot of replays, but this is just super fresh off the boat here. But anyways, he's going to go ahead and attack it. And Star Seraph Scout, too strong for the young Traptrix Vermilio. I haven't seen Traptrix in like forever. Lose one turn, still a relatively decent card. Don the Herald Summon. It negates its effect, but it doesn't really matter too much. He's going to activate Bottomless, and unfortunately, Herald's not going to be able to negate today, but he was still able to bust out another monster, and you can see he's going to go ahead and use that Volcanic Scatter Shot, so he's going to destroy all monsters, but Solemn Strike was there to save the day, but he has to pay 1,500 life points to negate that. Then he's going to go ahead and activate that Deflect to inflict damage, and he's going to still have to take that additional amount of damage, but he still was able to keep his board, so that's really good. He's going to go ahead and impact the Cyber Petite Angel. I really hate how like this card is just so vulnerable. You usually end up tributing it for the material, for the ritual anyways, but sometimes when it sits on board, yeah, you can take a lot of damage. So he's going to go ahead and attack this, and he's going to go ahead and be able to negate the attack. So even though this card only has 1,000, it still negates the attack, and you actually kind of want this card to die, but if it survives, then I guess you're constantly going to be healing. So it supports this longevity, and I know that when it comes back, it's going to steal a monster. Usually at that point, you're going to win the game. Like, if you're stealing your opponent's, like, boss monster, and you happen to have, like, this card, and it comes back for free, almost, yeah, you're looking at a relatively winnable turn. But nonetheless, it does make it a little bit slower in a sense, because a lot of decks are all about the speed. So this deck, it seems like it could grind games a little bit better with this card, because again, you're going to be constantly healing, going to be able to negate attacks, and then once they finally get rid of that, you can go for that bigger push. But I don't know how meta it will be, so to speak, against other decks. You guys let me know how you feel about the card. I think it's a decent card. And what I really like with it, it doesn't say like except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard to activate that effect where you can get it back. So I'm thinking that if they make other cards where it's just like, you know, discard some cards to like draw power, like if they like make a solar recharge for Cyber Angels, then, you know, it could be a little bit better. But I don't know if you're gonna have to special summon it correctly before. You guys let me know on that in Ritual, because I know some cards it says it can't be special summoned except by, but this one says you can Ritual summon this card. Like, is this one of those cards? I don't know. There's always cards that are like, okay, this card is an exception to the rule. It breaks the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! But he's activating a Stormy Mirror Force. He's going to negate that. Activating another Stormy Mirror Force. He's going to negate that. And then he goes for Phoenix Chain, and then he's going to negate that as well. So you can see, with this card, you're going to be able to prevent yourself from, like, you know, taking a lot of damage. And you could sit there with the Herald of Perfection on defense mode and constantly heal and gain a lot of advantage and control in the game. But he's going to go ahead and activate that Solemn Strike again. So you can see he was able to heal up consistently with this card. And that's one problem that Herald decks can kind of have, is even though you have this Herald that's in defensive position, you're going to be able to negate stuff. You need to eventually do something, right? So you're going to be able to consistently heal up so you can take maybe some damage, or if you early on used a bunch of cards, you're going to be able to sustain yourself. But look, he was able to negate all of those Mirror Force cards, and his opponent takes the damage for a game. But yeah, it definitely showed you guys how good like the heal could be. Obviously, when it activates its effect to steal a monster, I want to say most people will be like, alright, you stole my boss monster, okay, game over. But most people, when they make a boss monster these days, they're going to go for game. Like, if you look at the Ancient Gears, they're going to go for game. If you're playing against ABC, they're going to swap targets. So I feel like against some of the meta stuff, it might not be the best card. I don't know if it's even going to be broken, so to speak. A lot of people think this card's broken. I think it's really good. I don't think it's on the level of broken tier 0 confirmed, unless we get some other support that really supports this deck. But let me know, guys, what you think of the Cyber Angels now that you've seen them in action with the new support. Overall, I don't think it's going to be tier 1, but it has potential if we get better support in the deck. Because, like I said, I feel like there's going to be some warriors coming out that can really support this deck. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the vid, make sure you guys give the like button a titty slap. And thanks, Sniper, for sending in that hot replay. Or Helmogart. Helmogart's the guy that actually gave me the replay. Gave the shout out to the wrong guy. Wow, what a bad YouTuber. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm signing out.